Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg and I'm going to go over a cryptocurrency called XRP. A lot of people have been waiting on this. Very popular coin. And before that, make an announcement. One thing I've been saying in some of the other videos, I'm going to make this quick announcement. Other videos is that this channel is not going to accept advertising from any type of cryptocurrency company. I don't care who they are. Solana can come along and say, hey, we're going to pay you to promote Solana. If Solana looks good on the charts, I'll say Solana looks good. Go on this correction, go buy it. But the company come along and say, hey, we want you to promote it and do an advertising thing, guys, I'm not going to do that. And I don't like doing that. That's not me. That's not who I am. I don't want to do that. The channel's for you guys. Okay. It's for you guys. So what I've done temporarily is I have set up for some donations. Okay. I got a paypal.me account that I have. I'm going to put in the description, and also a buy me a coffee if you want to do that, just to accept donations to keep the channel going. Also too, I want to thank the new subscribers. I'm over 1,000 able to monetize the channel. I just got monetized like a couple days ago. And I do appreciate you guys for that. So the other thing is too, I want to say is that I'm going to set up to do live streams. Now, I'm a live stream newbie, guys. I've never done a live stream. I don't even have the software to do live stream. So I got to figure that out. So I have to spend a day and figure that out. I'm sure it's not that complicated. I'm pretty technology minded type person. So it's not a big deal. I know you got yard stream and things like that. So I got to figure all that out, run some tests, make sure it works. And I want to be able to do live stream with you guys so we can go over some other coins and do it during that time and see if we can find some coins like maybe somebody's interested in that could be pumping here in the near future. Just never know. Make a little bit of money at the same time. All right, guys. And while you're at it, do me a favor, drop that like, drop the subscribe button. Let's go into XRP, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you something about XRP. This is what I think. This is what I think about XRP. I'm going to tell you right from the front. I'm going to explain to you here in just a second. What XRP is going to do is a blow off top fifth wave. The fifth of the fifth wave is what I think it's going to do. And then after that, XRP is going to crash, probably back down to maybe below 10 cents. Okay, I'm going to explain that to you, what's going on here with XRP. All right, if you take a look at this chart, I was looking at this chart, and clearly you have a third wave right here, right, guys? And I broke that down. It's actually, if you go in here, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's all one sequence for a third wave. And you have your third wave peak right here. That actual wave right there is the highest wave with the most momentum on the weekly chart. Okay, and then that's a fifth. So third, fourth, fifth, you got divergence, and it went up and did another one. You see? Okay, boom, with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and pop back up there. So here's the thing, why you want to zoom out and take a look at a chart like this, so you can see here's the third wave. First wave, okay, third wave. Here's a fifth wave in the making. Okay, and you see the divergence here, guys. Okay, just like that. Here is the reason I'm going to be explaining. So it's down a little bit, but it's going to be coming back up here. Okay, so here I'm going to explain something, what I think is going on. You see, it's very low down in the RSI. So what is most likely, in my opinion, is going on with XRP, guys, is right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a fifth wave in the making. Okay, I'm going to remove that. Now, going through this correction, I'm not going to go through this right now. I'm going to go through this first. Here's what I think that it did. Just breaking this down real quick for you guys. Okay, it's a very complex correction that XRP did, or is doing, I should say. And I can tell that trading bots and algos and stuff are involved into this coin. Okay, so this right here is what I had to start with. This is definitely a third wave right here. You can see the lowest peak on the RSI on the daily. So, you know, right there, this is a 1, 2, 3. This is a third wave, fourth, fifth. And back here's another one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think it's making coming down for a fifth wave sequence that it's making right here. Okay, so now that this is a fifth wave, there's no other, or 5 wave sequence, there's no other sequence to go with it. and I'm pretty sure that XRP is not making an A, B, and then swinging back down for a C. I'm going to explain why I don't think that it's doing that in a second. So what this can be is called an expanded flat. So what you have in here is a 3-wave move and another 3-wave move to make an expanded flat. And it went really, really deep. And I know some Elliott wave guys are going to say this is wrong. It's wrong. We will see when it's all said and done. Okay. So this point, usually the 2.618 is a target, and it went past that. I think it's actually going to hit 3.618. Okay. Usually doesn't. And typically you have to go look for other waves when it goes that low. Okay. But some smaller altcoins will go to 3.618 if you can believe it. Very aggressive on an expanded flat. So what this is right here, guys, this is an ABC move, an ABC, expanded flat type move. It hits it all just a little bit long if it does go all the way down there. Okay. So my targets, just give you guys an idea, it's at 33 cents. I do have an initial target of 28 and also down to 25, 26 area, and the 24 cent and potentially 23 cents. Okay. That's the area I've been looking for this coin. Now over here's another 3-wave, and then here's the 3-wave. Okay. So what it did is it made a W. This is a WXY move that it did over here. Okay. I'm just going to briefly go over that. This whole thing is an X wave. Whether you put it here, something like that. And then here's your WXY. Okay. So now with that WXY, you have another W. Okay. This move is an X and it's coming down for a Y. So that's the WXY. And if you take a fib on that move at the top down to this whole thing's the W. So I'm gonna stop right in this area, right, generally right around that area. And as you can see right there, the height of the W is about 1-to-1, or right about 25, 26 cents, right in that area for a 1-to-1 move. Okay, so it did like a zigzag type move. This 3-wave, like a double zigzag type of move right here. And then the W did that. And then over here, it did a flat. Okay. I don't think it's going to bounce and then come down. You want to be aware of that. This could be a bounce up and then back down to make maybe another part of the WXY sequence. I don't think it is going to, guys. Okay. Now over here, let me go back out to the weekly, show you guys something. Over here on the weekly, you can see that this came very deep in the RSI. It came really, really deep. And in my opinion, what it's doing is setting itself up for an explosive move. Now, if I take this trend, pretty much take this trend, and if I go even, if I put it up like that, it's kind of hit it. But I put this trend, you can see this wave came almost all the way down near that trend. Okay. So in my opinion, just based off this data that it did, you can't, this divergence to make this correction like this. So it went up here and then you have divergence to make this correction, and it came very deep. So more than likely what it did is this is like a 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th wave, and it's going to have a 5th wave blow off top, in my opinion. Okay. So it's going to do 1, 2, a 3, back down here for a 4 in this area, and it's going to blow off into these higher areas, potentially, 14, 15, 16, maybe even $17 that it could do. It could actually, depending on how long this will last, it could possibly even go higher, guys. And here's the thing that you want to know is that with this last 5th wave ending, expanding diagonal like this is the weirdest thing that's going to be happening with this asset. But since it's a diagonal, once it's finished with this diagonal, the correction is going to be swift and sharp down back here to that area. Okay, guys, you want to be aware of that. This correction for XRP will be extremely swift and sharp, especially if it has a really high blow off top on that 5th wave, and it's going to come crashing back around. And that actually makes sense to me, because what I've been explaining is that I do think that there's probably going to be another wave run for the latter part of this year, maybe going into next year, 2023, for a lot of the other assets, the stocks, Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market. And in this scenario, it's 1, 2, this 3, this 4 coming up to complete this fifth wave. And then in this area right here, guys, so this would be your whole wave 1. This will be the crash. Okay. XRP will still be able, in my opinion, to be able to complete this down here, blast up, and have a massive crash. You want to be aware of that if you're involved into this coin. Okay. So that's what I think is the most likely probability. I know that some of the people are over here looking at XRP and looking at this as 1, 2, and maybe this is 1, 2. I don't think so, guys. It doesn't make sense to me, because this is the fifth wave, and it's just it's doing a diagonal type move to have a parabolic fifth wave run. And the reason I say that is that's the reason why I'm going to pull up an RSI. It's the deepest it's ever been. It's setting itself up to do something like that, to just blast up there. Okay. Now, the worst case scenario, like I said, if perhaps this is going to be going bearish, then you're going to have it's going to do an A wave in this area, bounce on a B, and swing all the way back down here in a C. And at that point, this whole diagonal thing wouldn't even make sense. And then more than likely, you'd have to say that it had a truncated fifth wave of some sort out of this, and then it's going bearish, okay, for probably a really long time. And then even when XRP completes this whole sequence, all the way up here for a wave 1, this wave 2, and then going into this wave 3, you're looking like a few years down the road, most likely. At least probably 2 years, maybe even 3 years for an asset like this. So as far as the gains that potentially can be made with something, if it's going to be going up to those areas, if you have this coin for, say, 26 cents, and then it blasts up to, say, $17 or $18, a potential 6,000% move. Serious, massive gains, massive gains on that move. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to be right on this one for sure, but that's just looking at it and studying it and going closer into it and realizing what is potentially going on, and just being aware of this diagonal. This is a very strange fifth wave like that, guys, especially with the length of this correction. So this is the fourth wave to make the fifth wave, and it's in the process of making a fifth wave. What people don't realize that probably is going on, and the length of this fourth wave over here, this took 784 days. So that's like what, 2 years? And then you have a wave over here. It was very, very deep. That took almost a year. So that makes sense. So you see that this took longer. It's not as deep. And then this one over here was about half the time, and it was very, very deep. Okay. This correction over here on this second wave was, it looks like 85%. Okay. But when XRP finishes way up here, this correction, in my opinion, is going to be, it could be a 99% correction for XRP, guys. So you want to be aware of that right there. Me, the way into my video, do appreciate you. Again, I got the PayPal set up and buy me a coffee set up for you guys to keep the bias and the influence out of these videos. I would appreciate that. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.